We've got a camera here.
You've got a Hasselblad. So this is a medium format camera. This is the kind of camera you'd use professionally.
It looks beautifully engineered.
They are beautifully.
It's architecturally gorgeous.
Yeah, they are. They are absolutely beautiful things. So this would take a medium format film in here, and the traditional sort of winding it up. It's a bit like you can imagine David Bailey using something like.
I was going to say it looks. I think there's a photograph of David Bailey actually shooting Naomi Campbell with a camera like that.
Exactly. So still would take a fabulous image.
Yeah.
You've got a Carl Zeiss lens on the front, which is going to be fantastic, and just one of these cameras which is iconic, absolutely iconic, like a Leica, like a Canon, a Hasselblad, widely collected. The camera market, again, fascinating. Global.
Is it?
Global market. We've got to think about cameras, okay? Let's think about a camera.
Right.
I don't think there's many people in the world who haven't seen a camera.
I
don't think we have to educate people in the lore of the camera. If you are a photographer or you like to take photographs or you like the engineering of it, you would have seen a camera. Whether you lived in Shanghai or whether you live in Mexico City or Contra Mesa in America, Berlin, wherever you are, you've seen a camera and you know how they work. There's no translation. It's a focus. It's a focal point. A film goes in, you snap, you get it developed, you develop yourself. Global market.
And how old is that? And what would that fetch, do you think, at auction?
This is going to be probably late 60s, early 70s.
Okay.
Maybe slightly later. But that's when it was probably designed. It's going to be very widely collected, between £600 and £800.
Oh gosh.
So not expensive, but expensive enough.
How have the value of cameras fared now that we all have one in our phone, as it were, and they are high quality, 12 megapixels or something, I mean, has that diminished the demand for cameras, real cameras? No,
there's still there is still a huge analog feeling out there, which there's nothing better than taking a proper photograph, which then gets developed on a piece of photographic paper, which you can then do whatever you want with. Yes, you got your photograph on your phone and you can show your friends the greatest sea bass you've just eaten the night before. Quite frankly, it's just torturous. As somebody else's holiday.
I unfriend all friends that send me photographs of what they've eaten.
I mean, it is just why do we do it?
So this is surfing the trend in a similar way that albums are, because we can have purity of sound, but we'd rather have an old album
and you have purity of photography
and a camera. Understood.
So that's again, it is a collecting world, and it's not generational.
Okay.
It will always carry on.
This will endure.
This will endure, like the teddy bear market. It will endure. That market survived. The people who remember the teddy bears from 1920 are all dead now, or about to die, but they're still widely collected. Because they're charming. Certain records and certain artists will go with their generation. I believe the way we've moved on. If I say to you, name me a popular artist from the 1920s, music artist, you couldn't.
Probably not.
But there are a few. Name me an artist from Austria from the 1700s, you'd say Mozart.
I would.
So there you are. Seminal musicians. And the Beatles is one of them. David Bowie is another. Those artists who change the way we believe and think about music will always have a value. The same goes for the way we took a photograph.
It's a beautiful piece.
And that's photography is relatively a new invention, 1841.
Was it the pinhole camera?
With the pinhole camera, where 1841 was the first sort of daguerreotype, which was taken of a portrait, which we sold actually, which made about £50,000. But so photography is an extraordinarily simple science, which is 200 years old.